Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully complete our related product. That means you may also like, so that is the related product, right? We successfully complete this design part. So now friend, in this video I want to discuss about that notification. Notification will be when this user will be successfully logging. We will actually already discussed about that things with you, how can send some of the notification by this one signal. From to the one signal we'll send some of the notification to the customer, so customer will get this notification in here. Okay, so for the reasons, first of all I want to do, so every part will be dynamic. Right now I want to create another design for this notification page. Okay, so let's do that work. For doing this, I want to create another component. Go to our project. Right now I want to close everything. Okay, I close everything from to this position. So now first work will be just like that same. In our pages I want to create one of the parent component as a notification. I name it as a notification. Okay, notification page. Okay, notification page .jsx. So that will be our parent component. I simply created it. Then I want to create another class based component with the RCE. So that is our notification component page. Okay, our rest of this procedure will be same. Better from the contact, I want to do, first of all I want to load this component did mount. So I want to load this component did mount in here. Okay, I copy it and then I paste it. Okay, that is our, first of all it will be get our specific fast area, and then I want to take all the things. I copy it and then I paste it, and then that will be one of the fragment. I want to load one of the fragment. I think at that point it is very easy to you, and our fragment is also loaded, right? Now I want to take everything from our contact us page. Like here I copy total fragment. Okay, I copy this total fragment, and then in our notification page I want to load this fragment. So to the here I only want to create one of the notification component. I want to do in our pages, that is all that our folder. Before I have already created that product details in our component, right? Into the component now I want to create another folder for the notification. I create another directory name as a notification, and here I want to create another component name as a notification. Okay, notification.jsx. so that will be our component, and then I want to create another class based component, which is totally fine. And then I have to load that fragment. So I load that fragment. That is a fragment. Okay, perfect. So we have to load our this notification in our this parent component as a notification pages. So that will be not that contact, it will be as a notification. Okay, notification. So that is a notification page. You can see that is our notification page. I simply click it on here. Now it should be included. That means is inputted that notification from our component and then notification. Okay, perfect. So right now we don't need this contact. I remove it. Everything is great. So everything is great. Right now click as a save all. So now we have to create another route for this. Now go to our route, and that is our app route. Into the app route now to create another one. I better copy it and then paste it. So our exact path will be as a notification, whatever you choose. So right now that will be our URL, and here I want to load our this page as a notification page, our mother component, not the child one, right? So that will be the notification page. So that is a notification page. So that is a notification page. I simply loaded this notification page, which is totally fine. Now that is notification from our pages and the notification. Okay, great. So now I want to use it. I want to use it in our, if you go, that means here. Okay, here I want to do, and that is in our navbar desktop. So that is in our common page. Maybe it is a common page. There is a nav menu desktop. Here I have already created one of the notification icon. That is a notification danger as a bell, you can see. So now that will be actually as a notification. Okay, so that will be our URL. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all, and now if you go, click as a refresh. Now click as a notification. Yeah, you can see successfully loaded our navbar, and then there is our footer part. Perfect. So now we have to actually design it. Right now we don't need this. I close it. I close this, and that is our nav menu desktop. We don't need this, and that is a notification. So for the notification, I have already created that design. I don't want to spend your time. It's very easy process. As I told you, I will also share this total file with you. Like there is a notification, there is a container. I copy this total container. Okay, there is a container. I copy it. And then here after that I paste it into the fragment area. I simply pasted this notification. You can see very basic some of the things I have used in here. There is a container. I take one of the row, and then they have the one of the column. In the column I use one of the card. Right. So now also we have to take everything. We have to take everything in here. So if you go to like this one, where I copy it. Okay, I copy it. I want to import. I want to import the container. I want to import that row, the column, the form, and then the bottom. Okay, so that is one of the bottom. So they have no bottom, only the card will be needed. So I want to take this card. I want to do after this. Okay, I want to use that as a card. So now the card will be highlighted, and that will be comes from our React Bootstrap. Okay, so now everything is great. Everything is great. You can see our card is now highlighted. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So now also there is some of the notification card CSS. So I have already created another CSS. It's just simply a notification card. I use that as a carousel point as important. Okay, so here I simply use it. So first of all, I want to load it. Like if you click as a save all, and now go there, click as a refresh. Yes, now you can see there is all that on notification. Okay, so here all I want to do, when this user will be read this notification, then that will be status will be updated as a read. And for the first time, when this user is not already display this notification, then that will be displayed as unread. Okay, it should be displayed the date, the subject, and then the status also will be displayed. So first of all, that will be as a unread. When you read this notification, then automatically status will be updated as a read. So I will also add this type of one of the functionality. So if you want to do that work, first of all, here I want to load one of the model. Okay, if you click it on here, then automatically one of the model will be loaded. If you go to that React Bootstrap, into the React Bootstrap, if you go to that component, into the component, there is another components as a model. You can see there is a model. So now I select this model, and from here, like this type of one of the model I want to actually use. Okay, so this type of the model I want to use, where I copy this model, I copy it, and now in our this page there is a notification JSON. So here, that is all that our static data. After this container, okay, after this container I want to load this model. So I simply loaded this model. Perfect. So right now this button will be not needed. I want to remove this button, and also I load this button before. Yeah, you can say I load this button in our React. That is will be comes from the React Bootstrap. Perfect. So now we have to execute this button, right? So now by default there is a method as a show. So now I want to create another method for display this. That means when you click it in particular this area, then our this model will be show. Okay. So if you want to do that work, I want to do here there is a component. To the component, I want to take one of the constructor. I simply take one of the constructor. Okay, constructor. So into the constructor method, I simply load this, and then the super. I hope you already remembered that part. So the super, I want to load this super, and then I want to create one of the state. So that will be this state. I want to take one of the state name. Okay, I want to take one of the state name, and I just into the state I want to use that as a state name as a show. Okay, show, and for the first time I want to make it as a show will be as a false. Okay, false. Okay, so that will be as a false. That means for the first time on this page, when it will be loaded, then our this model will be not display. Okay, so for the first time that will be as I make it as a false. I only want to do with our action. That means here I want to use some of the on click function, and when you click as a on click, then only I want to change it. I want to change it as a show will be as a true rather than that will be as a false. Okay, for the reasons I want to take two of this method. Here there is also some of the instruction. You can see there is a constant as a handle close and then handle show. So better I copy both of this. Okay, I copy both of this, and now in our project After this, I take two of this method as a construct. Okay, so there is a one and there is another one. So I only want to do and to create two of this method. So right now we don't need this constant. So that will be as a handle close and then the handle show. For the handle close, there is our and then the array function, and this with this array function here. Now I want to update our property. Okay, this property as a show property, right? So if you want to do that work, it's very easy. Right now we don't need this. I want to then to close it, and also I want to remove it. Okay. After this there is our first method. Into the first method area, okay, into the first method area I want to do when it will be as a handle close, then I want to pass into the states area with some of the values. So if you want to pass it, then what exactly you have to do? You have to make it as a set states, right? We have to set that states value. So I want to do and to take as a this, and then the set states, that is one of the method, right? So into the with the set states method, with the set states method, I want to do and to show our property name as a show, right? So that is our property as a show property, and this property when it will be as a close, then this property will be as a false. Okay, that will be as a false, right, friend? I hope it's very clear. And after that I want to do and to take another one. So that is our show, and here I want to do the same things here. That will be as a this, and then I want to do and to set states with the set states method in our property, our show. So when this our handle show method will be executed, then I want to do and to make it as a show will be as a true. Okay, I make it as a simply as a true. I hope it's very clear what exactly the things I have done in here. So I just simply created two of this method as a handle close and the handle show. When it will be as a handle close, then with this set states method I pass this value. That means our this property states value will be as a false rather than it will be as a true. That's all. So now we have to declare it, right? We have to declare our this handle show. So if you want to declare like I want to pass it in our this card. Okay, into this card area I want to pass one of the on click function. I want to pass that on click. Okay, that is our on click function. So with this on click I want to actually pass it in here. So that will be as a this, and then our method name I have created as a handle show. So now that will be as a handle show. I simply pass it in here, which is perfect. And also better I copy it, and then there is our another card. I pass it. There is another one, the status as a read, right? So unread, for the unread message I want to use that as a on click as a this handle show. So now that should be as executed. And also our model, into the model area we have to update. That is our show. So now this show means what? This show means our states value, right? So if you want to access that states, then we have to use it as a this, and then state. Okay, this is state, and then our show, that is our property name as a show. Okay, and on hide, into the on hide, what exactly it should be do? Into the on hide I have already created this method, our method name as a handle close. Okay, and into the handle close it will be as a false. That means our this model will be not visible. So now I want to declare this handle close methods. So if you want to display it, so that is our handle close method. If you want to access it, right now we have to access it with the this, right? So that will be the this handle close. Perfect. And also that is for the secondary, that means when you click as a close, then also that will be as a close. So I want to do there is a on click method. On click method will be as a this handle close. Okay, so I want to use it as a this handle close method. I hope, friend, it's very easy to clear to you. It's not that much complicated. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all, and now if you go to here, now click as a refresh. Now you can see it's now showing as a model is not defined. So I didn't load this model. So there is a model. So this model will be also comes from our React Bootstrap. So after this button, I want to use that as a model. So model, now that should be okay. Click as a save all. Now go there, click as a refresh it again. Perfect. So now if you click it, yes, you can see our model is now successfully loaded. Okay, so our model is now successfully loaded. So now I want to do here, I don't want to display this type of one of the title. Now I want to do and actually create some of the another design for this model, like that is our model, and there is a model title, right? So into this model title, Here I don't want to use it. Okay, there is a model title. I want to remove it, total that things from here. I take one of the H6. Okay, here I take one of the H6, and with the H6 I want to use one of the that is FAF icon. So FAF icon class name I want to use another class name as a fa and fa bell. Okay, BELL. So fa bell, and into this fa bell area I want to display the date actually. So literally every data will be dynamic. Right now I design it as a date will be as a whatever actually is put. So this type of the date, that means 05 and then 2021. Okay, this type of the date format, it will be displayed in here. Now check this out, click the save all, go there, click the refresh. Now click it here, you can see there is a bell icon and then there is a date is visible, right? Perfect. And into the body area, that will be display some of the message. So and that is our model body and that model footer, right? So into the body area I want to now update, that means here it will be display like some of the H6. Okay, I take another H6 and then that will be display this type of the text. I paste it, and also if you want to display the multiple text, you can display. There is a p tag. I take another p tag, and then that will be display some of the demo text I want to take, like this one. Okay, I copy it and now I paste it. And you can also use some of the CSS as per your demand. So right now it's totally fine. Click the save all. Now go there. Now I want to refresh it. Now go there. Yes, you can see there is a date, and with this date, whatever the notification, we will pass it from to the one signal, then that will be a display our title, and that means our notification title, and that is our notification body text. Okay, so every part will be dynamic. Totally will do that work. So that means our model is now successfully working. Okay, perfect. So here we successfully also complete our notification part. So in our next video I want to discuss about that favorite part. Okay, so for the favorite part, that will be actually just like that, same. I want to take some of the things from here, and then only into the favorite part area product will be loaded, and only you have to remove this. I want to add some of the remove button, that will be enough. So in our next video I will create our another component for the favorite. Okay, so how can do that work, I will show you with a live example. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.